Welcome guys to a brand new video on One Punch Man World, and I promised you guys that I would make this video. So essentially, we got ourselves a brand new event, or brand new update, sorry, with no event. Now, why is this a big thing? Well, the game has been out for a little bit over 29 days, and what has happened so far has just been nothing. Basically nothing besides releasing new banners to hopefully get people to spend in this game, which honestly, not a bad practice. You can release as many characters, hype characters as possible, but one thing you want to also add is events. And I made sure to let you guys know that if they do not release an event with this brand new update, then I will be making this video criticizing them one more time. I'm going to quickly summarize what this game is essentially. This game is actually well built when it comes to the combat. This is the best combat I have seen. The action, understanding characters being very important, understanding the game mode, characters being absolutely unique. This game stands out. Do you know what else stands out? Crunchyroll. When you see a game with Crunchyroll, you instantly want to run away, and that is what I wanted to do as well. I said I was not going to spend, and I bit my tongue, and I did the unthinkable. I spent in this game. In fact, I spent a little bit more than I would ever spend in Crunchyroll games, and I'm so disappointed in myself. If I had the opportunity to go back in time with the brand new knowledge I have, which is exactly the same knowledge I had at the start, I would not be spending money in this game. Absolutely not spending money in this game. But one thing I will say though is I think Crunchyroll needs to improve this game. When it comes to streamlining in this game, they need to do that, and as well as communication as well. One thing I will say is combat is amazing, going through and clearing the story is amazing, but after you get to level 70, everything starts to fall in place. Everything becomes extremely boring. When I mean boring, I mean there's nothing to flipping do besides go in and farm memory. Now, because I've been playing, but I got really busy because I got work, I still have a couple of stuff to do. But the moment I do everything, I will have absolutely nothing to do in this game. Now, this is level 70, where obviously there's level 75, and so on and so forth. So level 71 gives you this, level 72 gives you this, level 73 gives you nothing, level 74 gives you nothing, 75 nothing. So actually when I get to level 72, I will basically complete the game completely, and the only way to get world silver would be from the combat maelstrom. Event is essential in any success of a gacha game, because at the end of the day, gacha games are notorious for having some of the worst end game content ever. Notoriously, gacha games are just a bad game in general. The only thing you're really enjoying is the characters. Now, as a huge One Punch Man fan, I want to keep playing this game. I absolutely do. But I can guarantee you this right now. If a new game comes out with actual 3D combat system, I will drop this game. I don't have time for this game. I would absolutely drop this game. Now, my last hope is that when Solo Leveling comes out, I will pick that game up. The combat will just be as smooth as One Punch Man World, and I will enjoy it. Now, I can't lie, for what I saw from the combat, I don't think it's going to be as good as One Punch Man World, which is a big oof. But at the end of the day, I will still probably drop this game and go ahead and play that game instead, simply because I know that I can trust the devs to be communicating with us. Now, it's Netmarble, so Netmarble is obviously a trash. When it comes to monetization, they're absolutely trash. But at the end of the day, they give us events, they give us stuff to actually, warrant us playing this game. This is One Punch Man World, a game that's released 2 or 3 exclusive banner, well, technically 2 limited banners, and have given us no resources besides the pre-registration stuff and obviously clearing content to summon for those characters. They released a brand new banner, Atomic Samurai, with no event, no ways for people that have been playing this game for a long time to go ahead and get resource to play or summon for this character. Now, this game barely gives you enough resources to go ahead and do 150 summons. Now, I have spent in this game, the bulk of my summons that went into this Atomic Samurai came from spending in this game. And I can tell you guys right now, the overall summons I have done in limited time character draw has not been enough. Especially when, if you think about it, I have technically completed the game. Now, obviously not me, but other people have technically completed the game as they got into level 73, level 75. They completed the game, and the game barely gives them enough resources to do more than 150 summons, 150 plus summons. Literally absolutely garbage. Now, you guys are saying, wait, 150 sounds actually quite huge. No. You completed an entire game, and that's all you get. And also, if you take a look at the banner, 60 summons is how you guarantee a character. And when I was summoning for Atomic Samurai, I went 50 something summon to get my first SSR, lost 50-50. Do you know what else now I have to do? Go ahead and summon an additional 60 times. That is 120 summons for one banner. Completed the entire game, and you only have enough resources to complete one rotation and do a little bit more summons on other rotations. That is absolutely horrible. Now, if you're free to play player, skip on Atomic Samurai. Even if you have resources to do 1 to 2 multi, skip. The reason for that is because one is exclusive or is limited as well, which I actually realized is a worse system than weapons in Genshin Impact or in any other gacha games, because at the end of the day you can use those weapons for your characters, for any of the other characters that can use that. Like, let's say Genshin Impact, if you're a pole arm character, you could use the limited SSR or limited 5-star weapons on any character that uses a pole arm. However, in this game, it is not the same. It is literally not the same. This is locked behind this particular character, which makes it even worse. So this is typically a terrible like banner in general, unless you have the character, unless this makes the character amazing. But at the same time, this only benefits that unit, except if it's like a skill like this over here, which is good. So a character like Atomic Samurai needs is exclusive limited impression arm. There is no other way to get it besides summoning for this character, which absolutely sucks. Now, one thing I want to check though is, does this character get added into the standard banner or not? Because I know they said Tatsumaki wouldn't, but I don't think Atomic Samurai is literally like a cool character for him to be exclusive, you know what I mean? So it doesn't really say. It does not say. But I want to get this character. I've done a little bit over more than 50 summons. Got myself the units. But at the end of the day, no event is absolutely a big no-no, and I've already told you guys this. I do not trust Crunchyroll to keep this game alive for more than 1 year, and in fact, with the current decision and the current stuff that's happening in this game, I would be absolutely surprised if this game lasts more than 1 year. Absolutely will be surprised. Now, my next plan, in fact, is to go ahead and compile a bunch of information regarding Crunchyroll and all the games they have released, plus the amount of revenue those games earn, plus how quickly they went into end of service. I will compile all this information so that you guys can see all these other games did better than One Punch Man World, but lasted barely a year, barely 2 years. So what's gonna happen to One Punch Man World, a game that barely earned enough compared to those other games? Now, obviously, I'm gonna be dead ass serious with you guys. My last video where I said I hate this game is not because of the summon, guys. The summon did not make me hate the game. In fact, losing 50-50, I don't care. It is what it is. What I don't like is the fact that the devs are making decisions that are practically destroying this game. It's not ruining, it's destroying this game. This is an end of service speedrun that I've ever seen. The fastest end of service speedrun that I am seeing. Terrible decisions with the banner, terrible decisions with no events, terrible decisions with not communicating properly with the players. Whenever the game goes into maintenance, we know nothing about what's exactly happening in this maintenance. No information until the maintenance is over. Then we find out what they actually did, which makes no sense. We don't, the impression arm being absolutely worse than weapon banners in other games is absolutely ridiculous as well. Like I said, impression arm is not as good as weapons in regular games, because at least you can use those weapons in other characters. Those impression arms you summon for that character is locked behind that character, so it's a lot harder to get, a lot more limited to use. So honestly, not great at all. What other decisions have the devs made that is terrible? Being Crunchyroll. The end of service is always looming around everyone's head, because we know Crunchyroll, no matter how decently the game is doing, they can happily destroy the game. Now, this is One Punch Man with an IP. Crunchyroll is a big company, not just the games. I mean the IP. I mean the anime atmosphere. They have a lot of anime IP, so I don't think it would be that impossible for them to drop a little bit more money into this game so that they can fund better improvements with it. This game is built extremely well with the combat. It is so disappointed to see this game is getting pushed so far into the dumpster fire based on silly decisions that is potentially killing this game. And honestly, I don't think any videos I make will instinctively change Crunchyroll's decisions or change anything. I don't see improvements happening at all. And what the hell? Sorry about that. Something was happening. You can't see it, but it's happening for me. Okay, I don't see any improvements happening, and I can't trust the devs. And that's why I'm so happy to say that if a new game comes out with actual good combat, I will easily drop this game. No question asked about it. Unless they release like Barrows, so then I'm gonna be like, nah, I have to get Sparrows, I'm sorry. Also, like Combat Maelstrom, it takes a while before you rank up, before you can start getting those good resources. So, and it's also like extremely like hard to beat players unless you are like tier 15. If other characters are tier 15, you're getting smoked, no doubt about it. So I need to start farming gears properly to get my characters built up extremely well, because I'm getting smoked over here. Wow, all these people in here probably have good power level, good distribution and damage, good build as well. So I might need to, you know, invest in my team a little bit to see some improvements. Oh wait, is that the same team as person in number 1? Huh, okay. Fang might be a great character to use. Cool, I'm gonna have to build him. I recently I haven't gotten Atomic Samurai, so it was gonna take me a while to even build him up. So I will carry on playing the game, obviously, like I said, until a new game comes out. Until I decide to like drop this game, I'm gonna carry on playing the game, cover the game. But I won't kid you guys, this game is speedrunning end of service, and I will be extremely surprised to see this game last over a year. Extremely surprised. I am not lying. Unless they do a 180 degrees change with decisions and they apologize, they give out resources, they give out new events, they give out new game mode. I would not be looking at this game too fondly, except the combat being extremely fun. But how far can that push them? I don't know. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.